Hey everyone, welcome back to Jenna Marie's channel. I'm trying to make this right. I said that I would do my story on the guy that is putting me under the bus and making it sound like I am the crazy one, or I'm the narcissist, or I'm the monster, and I'm not. And I want to tell you my story the best that I can. It may not be the full story, but it will be completely almost as the full story after I detail it and everything for you all. So me and him met on a support group a month and a half ago, almost 2 months ago, and that's kind of where I met him. And conversation started at that point, and we communicated ever since then. And, you know, I didn't really know that he was a narcissistic individual after 5 days completely. Like 3 days, it was like up in the air, like, what am I getting myself into? And then after 5 days, I'm like, holy crap, you're telling me to get rid of, you know, friends that I've known for a long time that, you know, you are now controlling my inner life. And so that kind of, you know, made me think that I was dealing with a narcissistic individual. I will get into the reason why I have stayed this long. I will get into that probably end of the video or a little bit later into my other story intro when I do one about this. But I did put a YouTube video up on the trash talk that he's been, you know, talking about me now and throwing me under the bus and making me feel like I'm the monster and making me feel like I'm the one who needs, you know, the help. But at the end of the day, you know, several people have told him, you need to get help. You are controlling. You don't need to be doing this. Like, if you are saying I love you or moving up to where she lives and you want to move in with her right away, don't you really think that is too fast and too soon? And, you know, narcissistic individuals don't really think that it's very soon at all, because they just want a few things, and a few things could be down your pants, or another thing could be controlling your life, or they want to control your life but have you in their life so that they can feel happy in destroying that. And that they have their supply, you know, that they put you on their list. And if you don't work out, they will go to the other supply. And I know that I wasn't his first and last supply. I know that I was in his, you know, I was numbered. I don't know what number I was. But at the same time, it's like he was completely controlling and disrespecting me. And it's been like that for, I would say, give or take 5 days of getting to know him in a way on social media. You don't really get to know someone on social media, not unless you really know them in person or meet with them and stuff like that. You don't say, I love you. You don't sit there, I want to move in with you. You don't start making moving plans after a couple of days. You don't. And see, this is where he is in this narcissistic realm. He's in that narcissistic spectrum, because he doesn't have that capacity to really fall in love, to be with a real woman. He is a man, of course, but he's not a man that wants to be in a relationship. He is a man, of course, like I've said, like I am a woman, but he is not a man. Like, he is not a grown up man that really, like, he has a lot of issues that he needs help on. And you could sit there and state the truth, say it how it is, and he'll bring it back to you saying that you are the issue. You are the one that is doing this, doing that. And then he'll say, well, I'm sorry. I apologize that I am doing this. But at the end of the day, he's not really sorry, because he does it over and over again. And then he might say, oh, well, it's me. It's me. It's more me, not you. But you are the part of the issue. If you weren't doing this, if you weren't doing that, like, For instance, I would say, why are you disrespecting me? Why are you trying to get me to remove my friends? Why are you trying to control my life? Why are you sitting here making me out to look like the bad person here? You know, he would sit there and say, well, why are you doing that? You know? So it's like, I honestly now, I'm not afraid of him, to be honest with you, but at the same time, I do not want to be looking over my shoulder, let alone have him put warning signs out saying, I'm going to mess up this for you. And the people that he asked me to remove from my life, now you're putting warning signs up for them. So it's like, why would you do that? And at the same time, it's like, when you know where I live, because you paid for that, you paid how much money you paid for to literally look it up on the computer and everything. And you're telling me that now I'm stalking you. You're telling me that I got you kicked out. You're telling me that after you said whoever you dated before me, you know, broke you in your money, and that was a messed up relationship, that was toxic, and you are telling me that it wasn't me, and now you are throwing me under the bus saying I got you kicked out of your place, that you got kicked out of your roommates, now you moved up to Spokane, but now you're saying that I controlled you to move up here. Did I literally tell or pull your arm and say, you're coming from all the way to Spokane to Tucson, Arizona? Are you freaking for real? Are you going to say that I controlled you? Like, I didn't put nothing, like, I didn't force you to do that. You did that willingly. And your friend even told me you did that willingly. And he kicked you out because of how you were treating me. So if you're not going to realize what you are doing, then obviously you are no guy in a relationship could ever be in one. And you need help. You message people, and you message my friends, and you message whoever, and you sit there and say, well, these people have warnings. Or you sit there and say, well, at the same time, you know, Jenna is being this and this person. Well, there's one person I've never been, Erica Champman, or whatever the last name was. But he was accusing me of being someone that I'm not. And he always has accused of me of being someone that I'm not. And at the end of the day here, I am being accused by him saying I'm dressed up, you know, when he keeps blocking me and wanting to be with me, and then not wanting to be with me because after I tell him how it is and how he is, you know, he gets really fed up and really upset. Like, he goes, you don't know me. And I do not know you. You're right about that. But at the same time, I used to be you in a way, but not this bad. All right. I used to have an ex-boyfriend, my ex daughter's father. And I will get more into that in that depth of everything. But I used to be jealous. I used to have insecurity issues, and I still do in a way, but at the same time, it ruined that relationship. I'm the one who ruined that. And so, like, as I'm trying to tell him, this is how things ruin relationships. If you are the way that you are going to continue to poison it, and you are going to continue to ruin it. And he thinks everybody else is ruining it other than himself. And so, like, when you tell me all these lies, I'm beautiful, you came up here for me, this and that, and, you know, you want to live together so soon, it's like, okay, well, let's get to know each other first, and then then we can talk about it. But if anything does not go his way, he remotely gets really upset, and he pretty much calls you psycho, and it's like, no, I'm not psycho. And so that's kind of what I had to deal with. Like, I got these, messages, got sent to me, and I'm like, I should not take them to heart. They do bother me in a way because I know that I'm not psychotic. I know what he said was lies, because he told me that he got kicked out of his place. He got evicted because of his ex-girlfriend. Well, now ex-ex, and I'm his ex now, but his ex-girlfriend, when he lived in Tucson, Arizona. I am not in Tucson, Arizona. I live in Spokane, thank you. And for one, I am not going to literally not know you, and I got you kicked out way before you met me. So you are throwing me under the bus and calling me a whole bunch of names. And, there's a lot of people that have, told me to remove him and stuff like that because he's toxic. And at the same time, I really should have listened to them. And it's like, I was in a way, but I didn't. I didn't follow through with that. And so it's like, I was hearing from him, why are you taking, their advice? They're just ruining us, blah this, blah that. And, things like that, to that nature. And, with a sick person like that, and I'm not trying to be rude by all means, but a person that has no capacity, no mind or any empathy for that person, and they are a narcissistic individual who is very toxic and very immature and not healthy, and they don't have a good behaviors mindset to have a relationship, then I really think that there's not going to be anything there for you all. And at the same time, if you are working at it like I was, because I really did have some feelings there, obviously, because I stuck around that long. But I really think that he manipulated me into staying. And I think that's kind of what, I have dealt with manipulation from narcissistic people. But at the same time, I guess I was a little off-guarded, and I did not know what to really believe, because he was making me feel like, you're good enough, you're wanted, and I'm going to be there for you. Screw all the other people that have left you. They are stupid. They're idiots. And now he's sitting there saying, I should have blocked her a long time ago. I am now calling her psychotic and crazy. Now I'm sitting here throwing her under the bus and telling her yesterday how beautiful she was and how it was mostly him. He was sitting there saying it was mostly him, not me. He needed to change. And now he's sitting there being psychotic. Get real. Honestly, I don't understand any of this. So I just wanted to bring this out to you. There's more to the story, but this is just the brief detailed, he got in my mind. He really got into my heart, and he really manipulated. And I think that he really mind-struck me. And it's kind of like those zappers, for CPR, you get zapped, because narcissistic individuals don't care if they hurt you. They don't have the best interest out for you. And if they can literally destroy you, and they can really make their life more satisfying in a way that they enjoy the time that they are hurting you, because they want to get that reaction out of you. And I'm pretty sure if he sees this, he's going to get that reaction. He's like me making a video of it. He's going to get that reaction. But at the same time, I'm not giving him a reaction. I am just making this viral. So anyone, share this, please. Anyone comes to this video, make it go viral. And I'm going to say the name now. His name is Jeremiah Stillmaker, and I believe his middle name is Alan, but I'm not really 100% sure. He is 42 years old. He just turned on March 6th. I forgot what year, but I know he's 42. I think it's 1977, and I'm 30 and he's 42, and at the same time, I did not know he was that old to begin with, and age really doesn't matter, not unless if they're 40 and up. But at the same time, when you're over the age of 18, you can really date who you want. But at the same time, I have heard some other things that are alarming, and I will make another video along with that. And so he's just a monster, y'all. And he's a narcissistic individual who doesn't know what's going on with himself. He needs help. And I forgot what I was going to say. Normally, I always have that happen when there is a lot on my mind. And so just be careful of Jeremiah Stillmaker, and make sure that you make this go viral. And he's not a good person. At the same time, I'm not trying to make him under the bus or anything, but he's just not well at all. Like, you know, he needs help and he'll sit there and make you out to be the person who needs help. Of course I need help. I dated you, so I need help afterwards. After that, I need help. Yes, I've dated narcissistic individuals. Yes, I have dated very toxic or immature relationships I've had in my life. But after this relationship, I really do need help. And at the same time, because he really mind twisted my brain and twisted my heart and everything that I said, he was like, nope, it's you. And then he would turn it around on me. So it was like gaslighting and, what's the word? I forgot what it was. Bashing. You know what I'm saying? So, just be alarmed. Warning is up. And, his, name is, he goes by Jeremy, but also Jeremiah Steelmaker. So, I just want you all to know the difference. He put me under the bus, making me feel like I'm the monster, like I'm the one who did this, I'm the one who's doing that. And in real reality, y'all, I am not doing anything. I have said how it is to him, and there's a few people that have told him how it is. And he would sit there and, talk to his therapist in Tucson, Arizona. And apparently when he gets one up here, but he would sit there and talk to his therapist up there and wouldn't tell them the whole story. But guess what? The people, including me, that he was meeting or trying to be in a relationship with, especially me at the time, we were all abusing him. Like, we were all toxic. And like, he was not telling the whole story. He was telling bits and pieces of what he wanted. But do I really think he talked to a therapist? I don't think so, because no therapist that if they knew the whole story or even bits and parts of it, the therapist would say, you're abusing them. You are toxic. And how can we work on that, right? So at the end of the day here, it's you're toxic, you're a narcissist, and that's how it is. And you need to, I'm not trying to make people that are, toxic or a narcissist feel bad about themselves, but they need help. And mainly narcissistic individuals will not get help. So there's just no help for them, and there won't be any help that can help them. Not unless they really, really want to change. But if you're a narcissist, that is gapped in your soul and mind, and you are well twisted. And, I'm not saying narcissistic individuals can't be nice, but at the same time, they don't have that nice streak. They only have that nice streak when they want you and they want to use you. So, like, comment, and share. Just, comment below. And just, this is the warning, y'all, because he's already threatened me, and he's already threatened my friends, and he's probably going to threaten my family. And, he's making it out to be, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I was just trying to walk away from it. And he kept it on. There were a couple of times he has blocked me, and I would literally find a way to get a hold of him and sit there and ask him, why are you doing this if you care about me? But why do I need to do that? If it's a narcissist, remove yourself. Don't try to talk and convince yourself that they're going to change or that they're going to love you. They're not. They don't have it in for you. So it sucks. But who's ever going through this, I don't wish it upon anybody. So like, comment, and share. Subscribe even. That was a cricket thumb up, but subscribe even, and I'll be back for more videos. So, warnings up, y'alls, and everyone stay safe, because I need that too. Prayers are going out to y'all, yeah. All right, I'll talk to you soon.